It is time for the main event. The United States once again taking center stage in the World Cup, this time with a bit of a boost. More on that big news in just a moment. USA Belgium, the second of a doubleheader in our round of 16 today. First, we get the Battle of the Iberian Peninsula. It's Ronaldo's last stand versus one of the best young talents in the world. Spain, Portugal coming your way 3 o'clock Eastern, and then, of course, USA Belgium at 8 o'clock. Of course, it's hard to ignore the emotions coming from Seattle through videos of practice emerging as Team USA celebrates the return of their striker Folarin Balogun. FIFA rescinding that suspension from the red card suffered against Bosnia and Herzegovina, clearing the way for the return of Balo. Maybe in the starting lineup, we'll have to wait and see, but he is available to play. It is not without controversy, though. Belgium did release a statement saying they were going to appeal. FIFA did hit them back with a statement of their own. They said, quote, "The FIFA Appeal Committee has rendered a request submitted by the Royal Belgian Football Association as inadmissible on the grounds that the RBFA is not a party to the proceedings and, as such, has no standing to appeal the decision." Certainly lots of talk in this match. So for more on the matchup, we welcome in our former player turned analyst, Darian Jenkins, to HQ. Darian, good to see you. Thanks so much for being with us. Listen, this Flo Balogun stuff has just been like an emotional roller coaster from everybody, right? You lose him for the game, and then you get him back, and then all the mess that's come with it. Either way, take us inside Team USA, what this moment means, getting Flo Balogun back when they did, just how it all played out for us.
It's nothing but a boost, right? Your leading goal scorer, your number one striker, the guy that's really led this team in the attack is eligible to play. And despite the circumstances, all the hoopla, it was reported the players found out like everybody else on the team bus, and we're all talking about it and reading the articles just as we were. But despite all of the noise and, the controversy around it, they're going to focus on the game. That's all that they can control. And when you're in a big moment like this, as soon as you step on the pitch, you're just going to be thinking about winning that game, winning your individual battles. And yes, it does give them a boost. How could that not, to have your star striker in there? So I think this just adds extra motivation to cancel out all of the noise and just go and prove it for 90 plus minutes on the pitch for Team USA.
Lit when they found out. He said they were celebrating with the team speaker and dancing, and it really is lit. But it's a double-edged sword, Darian, because obviously if you're an American fan or really just a casual fan of the game, maybe the decision was right. But for Belgium, there is some frustration. Belgian manager Rudi Garcia went as far as to say, is it April Fool's Day, excuse me, I could not get that phrase out. Here's his phrase. He said, "I didn't know that the World Cup as a FIFA, the 5th of July is actually the 1st of April. It's April Fools. We're not defending the national team or federation. We're defending football and integrity." Darian, give us the other side of the coin with this one in Belgium and just how they should be feeling preparing for this matchup.
It's tough for Belgium because the issue with this is that there's so much inconsistency that comes along with it. If there wasn't a gray area before with VAR and the processes and the lack of ability to appeal, and now suddenly there is, and what is the process of that? There's not clarity in it. So if you're Belgium or you're a team that has also had controversial fouls or cards given or moments that have truly affected the game or maybe the outcome of how the team's performed in the tournament, of course you're going to be upset. You saw Thomas Tuchel with England talking about, well, yeah, we're going to try to appeal the red that we got. So it's difficult for Belgium, and of course they have to comment on it. Who wouldn't? But again, they're going to take that same sort of mentality. You want to shut out all of the noise. As soon as you step across the line, boom, you're going to go play. And we were just talking on Morning Footy about it. If you're one of those players, you want to win against the best team possible. The U.S. is better with Flo Balogun on the field. So if you're Belgium, you're going to come out and just add that to extra motivation and know that, if you do win this game, it's not because Flo Balogun isn't there. No, he's there. And they're still going to be extra motivated to get that win. And again, shut all of that noise, all of us up talking about it, and just talk about what a good team they are. So I actually think we're going to have a very even matchup between these sides because they want the swagger. They want to cancel all of this out. They want to prove everybody wrong, and they're going to battle it out in their individual battles and as a team on that pitch.
JD Dyer joined us on the Morning Buzz earlier today, and he said it best. He's like, all of this is going to be decided between the white lines tonight. None of this will matter once the kickoff soft start. So it is a lot to consider, but we have to remember that this is a game after all. But Darian, for the Americans, it's such a big moment. I feel like this summer has been an opportunity for people to fall in love with the game and fall in love with this team. And so now, if you are Team USA, on the brink of history, would be the first time in so many years they've advanced in this knockout round here. Truly, what would a win against Belgium today mean?
I mean, it would be incredible. I think it would just be a cherry on top of a phenomenal tournament from the U.S. and seeing how they've progressed, especially from the friendlies before the tournament where there was so many concerns. The U.S. lost 5-2 not that long ago, remind us, against Belgium. Granted, that was a different team. There was different stakes, totally different tactical game plan going into that. We've seen the U.S. grow. We've seen them sharpen their iron, that mental edge that the U.S. has always had actually put into play once they step onto the pitch. And I think if they win this game against Belgium, despite all of the noise around it, and they put together a team performance like we've seen in this tournament so far, it's only going to increase that confidence and especially the inspiration that they've become. I've just loved personally the people around me that haven't always been very into football, especially me because I come from the women's side of the game, but have fallen in love with the sport, that are truly watching it just as much as we are, and what that's going to do generationally for the U.S. because it is not our main sport. So getting this win, going on to the next round, making history for this federation on the men's side, might I add, would be massive, not just for these players and the legacy that they're leaving, but for generations to come.
Team USA is in action tonight, the round of 16 matchup against Belgium, and it hasn't been without some drama. We all know FIFA made that shocking move to lift Flo Balogun's one-game ban, making him available for tonight's match. Belgium appealed it. That appeal has been denied. The FIFA Appeal Committee saying that the Belgian Soccer Foundation did not have standing. So, yeah, it's been a lot of back and forth. But Balogun, all that to say, will take the pitch with the red, white, and blue tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern from Seattle. Joining us now is Pardeep, Cattry. We have one host nation that is left standing. That is Team USA taking on Belgium. And the players have said that they feel the home support, right? I loved watching them sing Country Roads on the pitch after the last win. So how much do you think that environment in Seattle is going to give them a boost and really impact the match?
Oh, it goes without saying that it will really set the tone in a lot of ways for the team. I mean, I think anybody can imagine having any kind of support, doing anything at all really makes you feel better. And that will be 100% the case for a group of players that are playing not just in any World Cup knockout game, but one that if they win today, they would be in the quarterfinals for the first time in 24 years. There's a lot on the line. I think they'll really, really appreciate the support.
Yeah, so there's a lot of pressure for Team USA in general, and then, of course, for Mr. Flo Balogun as well, because there's been all this drama heading into this round of 16 match. He gets that red card lifted. FIFA lifts that ban. Belgium obviously not happy about it. They try to appeal it. Balogun ultimately will play, but when he is on the pitch, how much does he really impact the flow of the match, and how much of a difference is that going to be having him out there?
It really is the best case scenario for the U.S. team. Obviously, there's a lot of controversy around it, and the big question mark is ultimately how much of the weight of other people's controversial decisions is going to fall on Flo Balogun's shoulders, because it's not an easy position to be in. But like I said, if he's at his full capacity today, it's a game changer for this U.S. team. They're going to be able to do exactly what they want, which is generally be an aggressive, attack-minded, high-intensity team that will want to put the other team on the back foot. So, like I keep saying, best case scenario for the U.S.
Yeah, we see him there, the top scorers already among some fantastic names in terms of Team USA soccer. So hopefully him being back there won't feel the pressure of everything that he's been seeing on Twitter. Hopefully he's not on there. But I want to talk about Mauricio Pochettino, because going into this World Cup, of course, there were some doubts about this U.S. men's national team. We're looking at some of the friendlies before it, going into it. But what has Poch been able to do since taking over to make not only the country, but this team really believe in the culture shift that we are seeing with these guys?
I mean, I think what has really helped this team is the fact that they've been together every single day for now at this point more than a month, right? They all convened for the first time on May 26th at this roster reveal event in New York. They've trained every day together since. And he's one of those coaches that I think really values that sense of continuity. It allows him to build this unique tactical structure for the team that allows them to play, like I mentioned before, this attack-minded, high intensity style, but it also really hones in that cultural aspect of being together as a unit and ultimately accomplishing all the things that they've set out to accomplish so far.
When we think of the Belgium side of things and the star power that they have, De Bruyne, Lukaku, just some of those guys, I'm wondering too, this is like the last push for them, presumably. Do you think that aspect of it, maybe combined with this controversy that they've had to deal with going into this round of 16 matchup, maybe gives them a little bit more of a boost, a little bit more firepower, knowing that this potentially could be like a last hurrah for these guys?
Well, Belgium are not to be underestimated under any circumstances. It's obviously the golden generation is aging for sure, but these are players that still have immense quality. And some of these players, and there's one player you haven't mentioned, Jeremy Doku, who I think could probably change the game on his own if the situation presents itself. So they have done their best over the last 24 hours or so to say this decision, however controversial it is, doesn't affect their preparations. You know, Thibaut Courtois, their goalkeeper, said, well, actually, I've already studied Balogun. So the coaching staff and him have that in the back of their minds anyway. And they will undoubtedly try to give the U.S. everything they have.
All right, it is time to put you on the spot. We need a pick. Who do you think is going to win? Are you going with Team USA? Are you going with Belgium? Give us your pick to win, Pardeep.
I am going to, well, I'd like to abstain, but you're not going to let me. So I think I will, I will lean towards the United States just because they have a full strength team now. They've got the crowd behind them. The intangibles seem to be going in their favor right now. So I will pick them, but it will be a very, very, very narrowly contested game. And nobody's to be underestimated. It could be decided by really, really small factors in the end.
Okay, so we're going to be watching this stressed out, sweating, taking years off of our life, just what we like to see in the World Cup. Party, we certainly appreciate it.
Probably.
Enjoy the game, have fun. We'll try to keep it cool. But our partners, our friends over at Galazzo, they have 24/7 amazing coverage of all of the World Cup games. You can stream them for free 24/7. The exact same place that you stream CBS Sports HQ, you can find Galazzo. And again, it is completely free. Make sure you check it out. And of course, if the World Cup has you in a more of a football, soccer mood, whatever you want to call it, check out the U.S. Men's Soccer Trilogy right now. Every single era of the U.S. Men's National Team. It is fantastically done. Multiple eras, one passion. You can stream it all on Paramount+.